Hello everybody, my name is That Joe Guy and welcome to Minecraft. Now, I'm going to be doing something a bit different today. I'm going to show you a mod called Better World Generation 4. And let's get into it. Now I should mention, this isn't Better World Generation 4, ironically enough. I'm currently showing you Vanilla Minecraft to give you two of the same seeds, and we're going to use the seed Tango. Two of the same seeds, one with the mod, one without, just to give you an idea of the differences that occur in the level between vanilla and modded. Well, here I am under a tree. Let's fly. So, brand new, very pretty Minecraft world for you. We're clearly in a forest biome at the moment. There's a desert and a jungle over there, and this is all pretty lovely. But some of you may be like me. Ever since 1.8 came out, I feel that the terrain generation has been a little bit samey, and maybe even a little bit stale. So, if you feel that way, then you will love this mod. So, I'm going to show it to you now. So, here we are, exact same world, exact same seed I should say, and look how this has changed. Look, there's new biomes over there, the whole terrain is generally more mountainous. There's another new type of biome over there, and what Better World Generation does is it generates the world a little bit more like old Minecraft, and it adds all these new biomes. So without further ado, let's have a bit of a fly around and explore. So I'm going to F1, I'm going to F8 for cinematic purposes. Down we go. Whee! So this is the Savanna Biome that we're passing through right now. As you can see, cows like to spawn here. I don't actually know if cows like to spawn here in general. I could just... ooh, a village, look. Let's go see the village. That could have just been a fluke though. And this sort of biome, very reminiscent of the Lion King, I think you'll find. Sort of something you'd find in Africa, in the slightly grassier parts. Test certificate there. Let's keep flying. No time for test certificates now. We've got a whole new world to explore, full of interesting terrain. Whereas you would fly about a normal vanilla Minecraft world, and you would encounter, you wouldn't be sure which biome you encountered, but once you encountered a biome, you could be fairly certain of what you were going to expect. There's a biome which has been reintroduced into the mod. Sort of a snow world, but with just normal trees. Whereas these days you would get exclusively the Tiaja trees that you can see just over there. Let's go a bit higher here. The pines. Pines are actually one of my favourite types of new biomes. Look, tall, majestic trees. Let's go in low to get the full effect here. Pass through the forest. Whoop. Bit hard to navigate, not gonna lie. It's quite intensive actually. Woohoo! Okay, bugging out. Jungle biome, yep. So every biome that's normally in is still here, with the exception of the Extreme Hills biome. That's been removed, quite simply because they don't need it anymore. Hills are far more likely to generate in any of the biomes than they were in vanilla Minecraft. I mean, look up there, where that jungle tree is. I mean, jungles in vanilla Minecraft are quite mountainous as well, but you really wouldn't find very large hills in any other sort of biome except for Extreme Hills of vanilla Minecraft, and I really didn't like that, and I don't like the colour of the grass in Extreme Hills, and this has just fixed it for me. This mod has absolutely saved Minecraft for me, because after 1.8, and I know I'm not the only one who feels this way, creator of the mod, for example, felt this way. Just felt the terrain was just a little bit boring. It was almost designed so that the player would want to make their world interesting as opposed to have it interesting already. But this really brings back that sort of epic, natural feel that Minecraft Alpha was quite well known for, all those odd terrain features. So yeah, let's fly about to the type of world that you get. And this is just the default world. But this is just one facet of the mod. And I'm going to show you the other facets. Whoop! Now. So, I'm going to un-F8 and un-F1 because that's annoying as hell. Actually, I'm going to F1 again. So let's go out into the main menu. Get rid of that, we don't need it anymore. So you probably noticed that we do have more options here. If you saw any biomes that you really didn't like there, this is like one of the best parts. You can choose which biomes you want in your world. And this just creates so much possibilities, doesn't it? You can create, like I disabled all there, you can create an entire desert, a whole world which is just desert. What I did a little while ago, I created Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Tropical Island. That's another new mod for you, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Recommend checking that out. If you were to do that, you would just spawn on a tropical island, and there'd be nothing else in the whole world. So super flat, that's the same as it always is, no difference there. Large biomes. This is the same as default. You get the better default. That's like that would be the normal terrain generation. If you're a fan of vanilla Minecraft terrain generation now, but want the new biomes, that's the sort of option you'd go for on the default. And you can customize this as well. Moving on. The first new type of world to try is beta, and I bet you can guess what that is. Let's jump in. A beta world with beta biomes. It's really all in the title. I can't really help you beyond that, but this is how Minecraft would generate its world in beta. We're talking more along the lines of sort of 1.7 as opposed to 1. Whatever it was at the beginning. I wasn't around for that. I jumped into Minecraft halfway through beta. And ain't this very, very pretty as well? I mean, again, you got the sort of more mountainous terrain. I'm sure those of you who knew and loved beta would probably recognize some of the more terrain generation features, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of a flyabout to give you an idea. Yeah, I think that'll do. Wolves, I think that'll do it. Bang. And like the other beta, you can also choose default biomes, which will just include the savanna and stuff like that in the beta terrain generation, which is kind of nifty. Alpha is the next one. Now, if you're looking for the ultimate nostalgia trip, alpha isn't really the way to go because it kind of generates... See, this doesn't look very alpha-ish, does it? I mean, the terrain generation is the same, but apart from that, you've got you know, the trees are sort of the same color they are in normal Minecraft these days. It's kept the modern colors, but left the old terrain generation. And whilst I'm not such a fan of this world, some of you might be, so let's have a bit of a fly around. I'm going to F8 again, because every time I hit Control to zoom, it disables that for me. That's annoying. But again, you're not going to find any Tiaja trees here. You'll find pumpkins though. Okay, that'll do for Minecraft Alpha World. You can tell the biomes are sort of, they transition a little less smoothly in this version of the terrain generator as well. So there are a couple nice throwbacks. Oh, I should mention, in Beta, Alpha, and most of the other versions of the worlds that I'm going to show you, strongholds and mineshafts, they all do still generate. Because I've done tests with Eye of Enders, trust me, they do. Okay, moving on to next. So, if you were disappointed by the Alpha, in that it isn't retro enough for you, let's go to InfDev. Now we're going to go Snow World, but you can turn Snow World off and on. Just have a very quick flyover, because InfDev and InDev are pretty similar as it goes. And you see far, far more mountainous and a very, very, very retro look. I mean, look at that shade of green on the trees. No tree is that green. But it's beautiful, and I'm a big fan of this look, actually. I mean, this is sort of... Alpha did look a bit like this in terms of its color scheme. And this just sort of goes back to that a little bit. I was never around for the InfDev. I don't really know what it means, but this is what it is. And you can turn Snow World off or on. I believe it's universal. Like, you won't... If I was to wander far enough, I wouldn't ever find snow. But you can turn snow on, and then you wouldn't ever find, like, plain grass. Okay, well, that's the InfDev. And take you very quickly through the InDev world. InDev. And this has a few options that kind of confuse me. Floating islands, inland, I guess it's just on the water. And you got several themes here. Hell, paradise, woods, and snow. Those of you who knew this back in the day will know what those mean. I do not really know what these mean. But there are several differences in the InDev world. First of all, it spawns you with a house. A very ugly, ugly house with a door which is pressing right into the wall. Oh, gee, thanks. I can't get into my own freaking house, bro. But if you get in there, it's got a couple torches for you. And that'll keep you safe when the monsters come out at night. Other than that, the world is kind of flat. Almost looks a bit sunken, if you know what I mean. And the cliffs tend to be very, very square, very sheer drops. But again, there are strongholds in this, so if you wanted to play right through the end on a world that looked like this, you are more than able to. I'm not entirely sure if villages spawn in these types of worlds, but that is going to be part of the mystery of Minecraft. I'm afraid I can't answer everything for you. This mod goes way too deep for me to know absolutely everything, and I only found out about it 2 days ago, so... I was using Better World Generation 3, which was also a brilliant mod and saved Minecraft for me, but was still at the same time very different from this. This mod went so much deeper with adding the new biomes and everything. So gold. This world type is still in development, but let's jump into it. So I wouldn't recommend doing it now, because when it is upgraded, when Better World Generator is upgraded, there might be some glitches between this and your file if you have a gold world. But basically, as far as I read on the forums, this world is meant to be a realistic world type. So I don't really know what changes exactly that entails, but let's have a bit of a flyabout. Maybe that means there's more snow on the tops of mountains. I mean, this does look very, very pretty. And I would really like to give this type of world a bash when it is fully... I'll check out the rock on top, that's pretty cool as well. When it has been fully tested and is sort of in working order. So yeah, this is the gold world type. Let me get into the slightly more interesting options. Boom boom. You may have noticed I stopped using the seed, it doesn't even matter anymore. Survival Island. Now, you may have seen that theme button there, we'll cover that later. Exactly what you would expect, really. Spawns you on a desert island, a little bit of grass for you to spread your stuff. You get a starter chest full of mushrooms and string and a cactus, some seeds so you can start a farm. There'll be dungeons and such below that you can use to build up. But basically this is a great type of world if you want to start from almost absolutely nothing and just build something magnificent or just survive. It's just a survival challenge. But more interesting, I'm going to take you your world, creative, paradise. This is cool. You'll like this. Whoop. Check this out. It's like Survival Island normal, but it's huge! And check it out, those are some palm trees that spawn in the tropical jungle, tropical island biomes that I was talking about earlier. But isn't this just so cool? You can live out your life on an island full of stuff to explore. I just think Survival Island has been missing this sort of change for a long, long time, in my opinion. The ability to know that you're isolated in the middle of the ocean with just a small space to sort of conquer, but at the same time, still with the explorer's appeal that comes with normal Minecraft. And I think this is a great, great balance. As you can see, we got pigs down there, so you can use them for food, which is a contrast with normal Minecraft. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Now as soon as I highlight over this, you'll know what it is, but I'm still going to show you because it's goddamn cool. Survival Skylines. And you can jungle, snow, normal, jungle, whatever you want. We're going to go with normal. I wasn't expecting this. Just a big plane? Oh no, that just happens to be where I spawned, I guess. Oh, this is beautiful. A plateau on which to build. Look, those are clouds down there. So without any further ado, let's drop off the edge of the world. Whoop! Isn't this glorious? Exactly the same as Survival Island, except without an ocean to swim in and a void to plummet into. So I guess I don't even need to say anything. Look how cool this is. I'm not sure if animals generate. Let's go try to find one. See if we can confirm this theory. It looks quite likely that they would, but I'm actually not seeing any. Maybe they all fell off. But still, there's grass and such for you to get wheat. There's a bit of water, see fish. Yep, this is the Survival Skyland. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But be careful where you dig. You don't want to fall off the edge and lose everything. Right, so we're getting there. We're getting there. There's only a couple more world types to try out. Skyblock. Now, some of you will know what this is. Very much a challenge, I think you'll find. This, I believe, was a very early custom-made map, I think, in which you spawned. You had a little bit of supplies. I believe you get lava and ice in here. And with these, you can make a cobblestone, so you can make some stone tools. You start with a tree, and you just build out from there. If you build a bridge all the way across here, you get a cactus, some sand, and something I'm not going to spoil the surprise of. Even I don't know, because this type of world doesn't appeal to me, but it might appeal to somebody. Whoop. So that's this type, not much to explore here. Got a very isolated feel, but you could build something pretty spectacular. Right. Moving on. Skyblock, Sky Dimension. And now they're the biomes. You can get default and beta for a slightly planar landscape, but let's just go to default. I did select default there, didn't I? I did, I think. Yes. Okay, so exactly the same as Survival Skyland, except it goes on forever. Exactly the same way as your regular Minecraft world would. And again, isn't this just spectacular? I was playing on one of these worlds for a while, but I went off it when I was trying to build a bridge from one island to the other, fell off and lost all me diamonds. So I kind of rage quitted and deleted my save file. Regretted it afterwards, of course, but this is quite a challenge. It's like normal Minecraft world. Same thrill of exploration, like more mountainous. Also, my computer hates this type of world. Look at the frame rate. But very, very lovely and very, very awesome. I'm sure you will agree. So, that, I believe, is that. So I hop back in. I prefer to play on large biomes, just because with the amount of... Use that seed again, actually. With the amount of new biomes in, I can find the default world a little bit sporadic in its generation. You have a desert right next to a tropical rainforest. It just kind of throws me for a loop. No, hang on, that makes sense, doesn't it? You know what I mean, you know what I mean. But this just makes the world feel a bit more on purpose. The savannah will be much bigger, so I can kind of isolate it myself and then feel it as if I'm in a whole new world. So yes, this is the Better World Generation mod. Like I said, it saved Minecraft for me. For builders, this might not be for you. For explorers, this is definitely for you. Get it, for the love of God, at least give it a try. It's pretty easy to install as it goes. I use Magic Launcher along with Optifine, as you can tell by the fact I've been zooming in all the time. I will mention this mod does have some compatibility issues with other mods. For instance, you can't use Millionaire with it. I haven't tried many different types of mods, but you definitely can't use Millionaire, because obviously it screws with the terrain generation code. It doesn't really have anything to generate with. You can, and this is important, you can use this with Tekkit, although it is an older version of Better World Generation. So you won't get the new biomes, but you'll get the more interesting terrain generation. This is something I found out very recently, and I had a very, very happy day when I found that out. So yeah. And how you do it is you just follow the installation instructions that I will link to. They're on the Minecraft forum page, and I'll link to that in the video description. Instead of loading them into the Minecraft jar file in the Tekkit folder, the Tekkit bin folder, you load them into the mod pack file instead. So that's actually pretty simple. So yeah, I believe that's it. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it in post-production. So anyway, that is that. This is the mod. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you on the next one. Oh yeah, gravel beaches are making a comeback as well.